Isn't that beautiful how it looks?
This ain't cheddar, this quiche.
Got it, Mr. Ready Back. 90 seconds on my back. Do this like just like you like. Fuck it just as like you like. Do it just like you like. Take it just like you like. Call it just like you like. Write it just like you like. I'm with my own way and I made it. I'm your favorite reference, baby. Call me Deborah, yeah, you're so inspired. Tectonic moves, I make 'em shock you like defibrillators. No style, I can't relate, I'll always be the one. Drop down, yeah, the camera flash on. So stylish, baby tears are gone. Drop down, yeah, looking like an icon. Work angles, yeah, 360. When you're in the mirror, do you like what you see? When you're in the mirror, you're just looking at me. I'm everywhere, I'm so Julia. When you're in the party, bumping that beat. 666 with the princess streak. I'm everywhere, I'm so Julia. Bumping that, bumping that, bumping that. That city silver sluts the vibe, internationally recognized. I set the tone, it's my design and it's the
It's lonely at the top, lot of people are watching and want me to flop. I'm telling the kids if I can do it, then anyone can. Cause I came from none, one stop and search away from the block. In this life I don't feel fear, only man that can make me afraid is God. Negative press on the shade room, anything good it don't make the blocks. They didn't sit at the table when it was chicken shop. Now steak and lobster, edamame and pan Asian cod. My first bedroom smaller than a jail cell, now the crib's on a 10-acre plot. First time I committed a crime was petty, I couldn't afford what the trainers cost. First time I saw crack I was just 16, witnessing that at that age was wrong.
What's good, everybody? Hello, Gray, SBF. Hey, Red Dragon, what up? Ryan, Rich, Kazar, mid-show. Love see what she's cracking. State of the Union. Hey, George, SNEAKO Dashki, what's up, YouTube chat? Made to engage. WWE Surtech, mid-show. Ryan, CHR, Miami Vice, El Mafa. Stoic, William, Sharpies, GM, John Stockton. Hal H, Bloody. Arabia, Zono, Nate Man, Neo Shinob, Atlanta Revenge, Momo, Arabia, Mid-Show, Joel, Jezra, Trimpath, Crow Or, Made to Engage, Elon Musk, Kaiser, Calby, ALLC, King Salvatore, Saragun, Aricha, Spexy, The Frostman, Director Icy Crown, Rare N, Mezosfer, Benny. That was an aura. What's good, everybody? Let's go, companions. What up? Love Speech, GLM. What up? Hey, Lords, Carlos, Bloody, Helen, Hyper, Bully Mad, BAU Shooter, AT Characters, SNEAKO Loyal, Arsh and J Money, Doxy, Can Yeezy, Waddy Live. What up, Waddy? Wave, Mr. 10, Drew, Blebo, Mohammed, The Passion Crew. Got my passport. I'm trying to maintain. All right. Got the passport. That was a long day. I've only slept 1 hour. At the end of yesterday's stream, I had to stay up and then take a 2-hour Uber to Philly. I was in Philly all day long. I lied yesterday, so I was Connecticut because I didn't want to I was there, by myself going to the passport office, but I had to go get a new passport, and the only passport office open in time was in Philly. So I stayed up all night, 2 hours there, got the first appointment around 7:30 a.m., walked in, paperwork all good. They recognized me, like, oh, you're a funny guy. They're like fist bumping me through the glass, set out to that Philly office. And then I had to wait in there for about 5 hours. And I'm looking at my phone, and I open up my phone, and I see old Nick Fuentes. Old Nick. Ramadan's just skipping lunch. Happy Ramadan. Why are you attacking whites? Why are you attacking the white people? You're doing your gooby-dooby Ramadan. It's just skipping lunch. And I'm sitting there in the office. I haven't had any food since 4. And I'm supposed to fast from 5 a.m. to around 6 p.m. And there's nothing I can't go to. They're pointing me, hey, there's a coffee shop over here. Well, no, I can't. Like, there's no point in going there. As soon as I get to Philly, I'm early. I get there at 6 a.m. So I go to a Dunkin' Donuts and I get a turkey, sausage, egg and cheese, and a hot coffee. And I'm like, oh yeah, I can't eat this. I give it to a homeless guy sleeping on the street. It's Philly. They're everywhere. And so I'm just sitting around there for like 6 hours, thirsty, starving. And I open up my phone and I see old Nick. It's just skipping lunch. And I'm parched, and I'm tired, and I'm hungry, and I'm trying to stay awake. I don't want to fall asleep in the passport office. There's all these Philly people walking around saying, John, you need to go to the bathroom. Like, how do they talk over there? It's right past, it's past there. Like, that the John's right past to the right side. It's past, it's just skipping lunch. Why are you attacking white people? You know what it is, too? Because you'll hear like a Christian like Nick be talking about how Ramadan's just skipping lunch while taking a giant bite of a piece of chocolate during Lent, because Lent's the same time as Ramadan. This chocolate's delicious. Oh yeah, I was supposed to give it up, right? Who cares? Put it away. And then you talk about it. Why are you attacking Christians?
Romans and Shia.
We was Romans and shit. Christianity is a white religion. If you worship God, you're conquered by Islam. You're conquered by the sand religion, even though Jesus is from the sand place that he's talking about. And didn't that religion conquer the Roman pagans? I'm not conquered. While you Slavs and all you Albanians were the towel boys for the Sultan, we was Romans and shit. We was an empire. My name, Nick Fuentes. I was part of the Roman Empire. It's like, I open up my phone, I'm starving and thirsty, and I see like the white Christian. They're not even able to decide who's white and who's Christian. They don't even know who's. They don't even know. They're like, you're a Slav monkey. You're Lithuanian. You're a Bosnian. You're an Albanian. Oh, you're Turkish. Oh, you're Mexican. Well, Italians are really the hard R. The Germanic ones are the only real ones. Oh, but you have to be Christian to be white, but 70% are like atheists now. It's just like, what are we talking about? And all I did was say, hey, happy Lent. Hey, happy Lent. It's just skipping lunch. And I'm just like, trying not to crash out in there. Trying to get my prayers in the passport office so I don't skip anything during Ramadan. And what's Lent? See, if you respond to it, if you tell them the facts about it, they get upset. You know, I'm trying my best to have some goyim unite, especially because the State of the Union is today. Trump, his approval rating is around 39%, some of the lowest in presidential history, and he will be walking out with special guest Erica Kirk. And I just tweeted a picture of Erica Kirk and Yair Netanyahu. Netanyahu's son. He has a nice penthouse apartment in Miami, and he was photographed with Erica Kirk in 2019. That was a year after Erica Kirk posted a photo of her spreading her legs wide open with the caption, "What's she order? Fish fillet?" Basically saying her vagina smells like fish fillet. You know, her pussy smells so bad. Her vagina smells so bad. I'm not trying to curse during Ramadan. It smells so bad that it is of the scent of fish fillet. So, old Charlie Kirk he didn't know what he was getting into. He didn't know. He didn't realize that he was in a, allegedly, in my opinion, a Mossad honeypot relationship. I mean, how often are you going to meet like a virgin Christian girl? Her background is being a beauty bikini pageant girl for Trump. Her father was a missile contractor for Raytheon, which developed missiles for Israel. He met her in Israel. She's photographed with Netanyahu's son. How many women do you know Netanyahu's son? I don't know any. Charlie Kirk did. So the State of the Union, that will be at 9 o'clock today. We'll be reacting to all that. There's a lot more news to get into. They're really upset about Candace Owens as well. Candace Owens is being called a demon. The whole Peter Thiel MAGA cabal, Dan Bongino, Ben Shapiro, all the usual suspects, even Andrew Wilson. Consider him a decent friend. Enough, I guess. Hard to trust anybody nowadays. But they're all calling Candace Owens a demon because yesterday she posted a trailer for her new documentary about Erica Kirk. They're really upset. You know, they want Erica Kirk to be jumping around with pyrotechnics, doing fireworks while she storms the stage. And tonight she'll be the special guest for the State of the Union address. I was talking to my editors earlier. I'm like, State of the Union tonight. They're like, what is that? They're both white. They have no idea what that is. Crazy. But that is where the president will address the nation. And this is amidst his worldwide failure. Some of the lowest approval ratings we've ever seen. And conveniently, Trump's response is, it's fake. It's not true. It's fake. I need to open a window. It smells super stiff in here. Oh, yeah. It is. Can't even breathe in here. Oh, my God. I can't breathe. I'm like George Floyd. And I didn't, yeah, I'm on 1 hour of sleep. Have a flight real soon. So it's going to be a shorter stream today. There's a lot more. Tyler Oliveira, he just got banned on Patreon. Tyler Oliveira, a real American journalist, patriot. Shout out to him. Yesterday, I shouted out his Patreon on Twitter during my stream. And I subscribed to his Patreon on stream, and then maybe 12 hours later, he gets banned on Patreon. So if you claim that a certain group of people have overwhelming control over finance, you criticize them, and then you get banned from using financial apps like Patreon, so he's not able to monetize. So free Tyler Oliveira. And it's very interesting. I tweeted earlier today that the whole MAGA Peter Thiel cabal, all of them, they had something to say about the Somali daycares. When Nick Shirley made a really benevolent documentary about Somali daycare fraud, they all loved it. Chris Pavlovsky was offering him a deal. J.D. Vance was calling him an American hero. He was getting backed by Elon Musk. Everyone said, this is the best guy. This is the best guy. Best guy! Then Tyler Oliveira exposes the fraud in New Jersey going on about how the Jewish community in Lake Town, New Jersey, they are all scamming, not all, but they're overwhelmingly scamming tax dollars. They have their own government. It seems like they have, like, they own the police. They have their own police. Besides just the police in New Jersey, they have their own police. They have their own ambulances. And they are using government funding because they have religious services. So they can register their houses as synagogues, allegedly. And they don't have to, a lot of them aren't working. They have tons of children. They get all these government benefits. The scam seems much more coordinated, sophisticated, and regulated than the Somali daycares in Minnesota. But haven't heard a peep from them. They haven't said a word. Not one word about that. Very, very telling what's going on. And if you really make the connections, you can see that everything, not only in the past 20 years, but especially recently, everything they blame the Muslim for, it ends up being a different group of people doing it. Haven't you noticed that? We start to look into 9/11 a little bit more and how Howard Lutnick was conveniently absent on the day of 9/11 when almost his entire firm was wiped out. About 3,000 deaths on 9/11, and almost 1/4 of them were all from people in his firm. He was not at work that day, Howard Lutnick. Jewish, Secretary of Commerce for Donald Trump. He was also friends with Jeffrey Epstein, next door neighbors. Epstein lived in building 9. Howard Lutnick lived in building 11. And he brought his kids there, the same kids that he used to not show up to work on the day of 9/11. He also brought his kids to Epstein Island on a plane and then on a boat with all of his nannies. And he claimed he wasn't friends with them. So it just seems like now everything that people are distracted by when it comes to Muslims, it's like a different group of people are doing it. They say like Muslims they start outraging And Myron is still going on and on about how, you know, he's Arab and he keeps calling Arabs goat fuckers. You know, he keeps tripling down on that, which is like so. I'm going to detail that as well. It's just really stupid. Because Myron's the guy like, oh, I'm going to get to the truth. I'm going to get to the truth. He's like, oh, I'm a Muslim guy. He says, I'm a Muslim guy. This is Myron. I'm a Muslim guy. These Muslims need to be kicked out. They need to be kicked out. Well, Myron's like, he's a guy who's all about the truth, right? He walks around everywhere with the Cookie Monster Holocaust hoodie. When we go to Brand Risk together, he really needs a ride to go to Brand Risk. Okay, we show up together. He's wearing a Holocaust shirt because we're not going to bend and fold. We're going to tell the truth. But he's a Muslim. He knows Islam is the truth. He knows that there's only one worthy of worship. He knows that we just worship the one creator and nothing else. And then when people are agreeing with what he believes in, then he has a major problem with it. Then he's like tweeting AI pictures of him looking like a white guy, saying that he's the base one really telling the truth. And the reason he's staying a Muslim is because Muslims are low IQ and he needs to keep the IQ up. So it's like he's really, you know, he's all about the truth. All about spreading the truth with this Holocaust shirt everywhere. But when people are telling the truth in Times Square, a place where there's so much propaganda, the center of Western civilization, that's when he has a huge problem with it. So it's like, are you really about the truth? Like, you know? Because don't you believe that the people in time, me, Sonny, Warner, Adam Saleh, SQ, the people are at Times Square showing what this religion is about amidst all the propaganda, we're spreading the truth, and he's running major defense for this. And that same group has so much to say about this. They're also not saying a word about Tyler Oliveira when he uncovers the fraud in New Jersey.
Tommy be good nigga for massa.
Tommy be good nigga for... No, I tweeted that, you know, I thought it was funny. People were like responding and saying, hey, why are you adding Myron? I really wasn't. I just think it's a funny video. Tommy be good nigga for massa. Tommy be good nigga. Tommy be good. Yes, I'll be good. I don't even know if I can say this on YouTube, bro. Can I say this on YouTube? I'm joking. I'm black. I'm joking around. Slavery's bad. Slavery's bad. You said debate him then? I already debated him about this last year, and then unanimously people said I beat him in that debate, bro. We already had this debate. And, you know, what was they all started to, Nick Fuentes too, they start to shift their point of view. They kept saying America's a Christian nation. And then I'm like, wait, John Adams, founding father, wasn't he the second president of the United States? Treaty of Tripoli, 1797. He said, quote, America's not a Christian nation. He said America's not a Christian country. He said America is no way a Christian country. George Washington was a Freemason. He wasn't a Christian. The founding fathers weren't Christian. And not only were they not Christian, they were Freemason, but they specified specifically, they made sure to specifically specify that this is not a Christian. And there's freedom of religion. So I'll pray wherever I want. I'll pray wherever I please. And what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You mad about praying? I'm mad about a lot more going on. I'm mad about the Lake Town, you know, about that fraud going on there. I'm mad about everybody organized to put a coordinated effort on Candace Owens. I'm mad about our country being occupied. I'm mad about Donald Trump bringing us to war with Iran after saying no new wars. I'm mad about the fact that if you talk about this, you get banned everywhere. I'm mad about the fact that when the approval ratings come out, lower than ever, it's fake, it's fake. Because it turns out it's not popular to kidnap other presidents for oil in Venezuela and then give all the oil to Israel. It's not popular to cover up for pedophiles. It's not popular to say no new wars and then go to war. It's not popular to be a Shabbos goy for Israel. It's not. So there's a lot of stuff we're going to cover today. And then I'm going to try to just speed run through that. And then we have the State of the Union. I'm very excited to see that. How are you guys? Good to see everybody in here. Great to see you. No new wars, then go to war. Ooh, don't want to hear my voice. It's going to be great. Welcome back to another stream. So let's do this real quick. Happy to see everybody. And I am exhausted. I'm exhausted. So here, let's start here. Tyler Oliveira. Did you guys see this? What was my tweet? It's doing numbers. So Nick Shirley makes a video about Somali daycares get pushed by the Peter Thiel MAGA cabal, Elon, JD Vance, Rumble. Chris Pavlovsky, the old CEO, old Chris Pavlovsky, said, hey, Nick Shirley, let me give you a deal. Tyler Oliveira does a video that's much better, really uncovers the fraud to the extent of it's going on. And even then, the Jews in Lake Town, the way that they're threatening, they act like they own the country. And Tyler Oliveira starts off the video saying, this is America, this is my country. You don't own this country. It's a real patriot. And he gets shut out everywhere They don't say a peep. Not a word. But then look at that. Look at him, Nick Shirley, wearing a nice benevolent suit. I like Nick, but come on, bro. It's super clear what's going on when Tyler Oliveira gets no coverage at all. Yeah, he exposed how Jews in Jersey scam taxpayers, harass Goyim, and have their own police hospitals. No one says a word. Not a peep. And this is funny from Arab. He had a long reply, major yap, and it looks like it was even done by ChatGPT. I'm not going to read this whole yap, blah, 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 blah. There comes a point in man's life where he realizes that Jews run the rest of the world, that America itself is a Jewish subcountry. Yappity, 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 yap. The game becomes evil versus good, not Jew versus Goy. You're constantly talking to a blank wall, assuming something will change, but it won't. It's a repeating cycle, proven history. And yes, this comes from a Lebanese Christian who loves the Muslim world. So Arab is saying, just be a good Goy. Arab is saying, be a good Goy, good Goy. I was a good nigga for mass. Like, I was be a good nigga. No, actually, I'm going to go speak about injustice. He's like saying, basically, don't talk about the problem that's going on. Don't address it. Just be a good Goy. Fall in line. Be a good Goy. No, sorry, Arab. Sorry, not going to do that. Not going to do that. Don't believe in that. And he posted his own video here. What is he saying?
So they say that they will kill you. They will kill you if you're different.
Yeah, okay. He's just doing his travel thing. That's cool, man. I like Arab. But nope, not going to just stop talking about this because he's like, yeah, we know that there's overwhelming control. Just stop saying it.
I'm
Nope.
from Lakewood, and I missed your last live. You're such a dumb guy. Dance for $30.
Dance for $30. You just gave me $30. Then watch it. I posted the video from it earlier. Good Goy. Give me $30 to get mad. Good Goy. So you can see here, right after the video was posted, Tyler Oliveira's Patreon got nuked. And I just subscribed. I was subscribed to Tyler Oliveira's tier 2. I wanted to get his bathwater. Tyler, can you mail me your bathwater because I'm no longer on there? Well, okay, look. Whoa. Here's the difference. Oh my God, I didn't see this. Chris Pavlovsky tweets back, Rumble. But you know the difference? Chris, when Nick Shirley covers Somali daycare fraud, what do? Hey, let me offer you a big deal. There's no more deals on Rumble except for you. You're the best Goyim. JD Vance is behind you. Elon Musk is behind you. You get a Rumble deal. You get a Rumble deal. You don't get a Rumble deal. You don't get a Rumble deal. Nick gets a Rumble deal. Tyler Oliveira uncovers the scamming going on in New Jersey. All he does is say, hey, Goyim, come on over to Rumble for free. Come on over for free. You see the difference? Do you remember him offering Nick Shirley a deal? I do. I don't see a deal for Tyler. Thank you for the 20 top G. My brother, may Allah make your Ramadan fruitful. You too, man. Ramadan Kareem to everybody. I'll get it to the charity later. And let's go see quickly. So this is what, this is real brief. I'm not going to watch this whole thing. It's short. But Arab is basically saying, well, we just said straight up that America is basically a Jewish colony. This is how the world works in a couple seconds. This is Jacob Lord Rothschild. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Jacob Rothschild.
Good Goy.
Good Goy.
In modern Jewish history, and it begins with 3 words. Dear Lord Rothschild.
Dear Lord Rothschild, I have much pleasure in conveying to you on...
Yeah, this is just, that's the paperwork where the Rothschilds made a deal with the British government to get the land of Israel. And he takes credit for it. So that's who controls the world, the Rothschild family, right? Jewish family, ties to Frankism, Baal Satanism, control of the central bank system. That's who's in control. This family is like, people are looking around. There's no way to figure out who controls this. No, it's pretty easy to connect the dots, bro. Pretty easy to connect the dots. These vampires with more money than we all will have together as Goyim. That's who controls everything. You guys were quoting this in the TTS.
Toby be good nigga for massa. Good nigga. Don't send Toby away. Toby be good field hand, boss. Good field hand, massa.
It's all right, Toby. It's all right. You be a good field hand. You can stay here.
Toby, stay.
That's what Arab wants us to do. Arab, nope. Sorry. I'm a runaway slave.
Toby, stay. Toby, be good now. Toby, be good.
Who does it remind you of, chat?
Good nigga for massa.
Who does it remind you of? Like, look at the reply. You know what's funny about this? Like, look at the replies here. They're all set, like, yeah, okay, I'm going to get into this. WCGO, bro, this is not at Myron. This is not. But why, when I post this, everyone starts saying, Seago has no loyalty. Myron stuck up with you. Myron, like, what? Myron's been nothing but loyal. First off, there's hit pieces on the Fresh and Fit from, you know, Jewish magicians and people putting death threats on my life on Fresh and Fit right now that he's not even a part of. And it's like, okay, but this literally wasn't about Myron, and then, oh my God, look at you being, oh, you're disloyal. What? Where? I just posted this video. Okay, let's go see what he said. Look at this, guys. Thank you for the super chat. He said, Toby be good goyim for your hand boss. Toby be good goy. Toby be good goyim. Muslims are crying over me calling out their Times Square prayer stone as retarded goat fucker behavior. Yes, because it is. And I'm not sorry for calling out retarded behavior. Ooh, edgy words. Goat fucker, retarded, based. You know what's funny about that term, goat fucker, is that it has nothing to do with Muslims. You know that? You know what it was? It comes from this term where the American soldiers in Iraq...
known as the biggest kike in Klal Yisrael. When Mashiach comes, SNEAKO's my goy.
Are you using American tax dollars to go pay for those TTS? Well, I'm going to send them all to Gaza. Hope that makes you mad. Lost my train of thought. Right. Yes, the term goat fucker, it comes from the American troops who were torturing people in Iraq because they were told that people in Iraq, the civilians, were terrorists and they were harboring weapons of mass destruction. They started using this term goat fucker, right? And it had to do with people of the Arab region. People of Iraq aren't even really Arab, right? You can't consider, well, yes, Iran, no, Iraq, let me make sure, is... Can you consider them Arab? Yeah, Iraq is Arab. And again, for the super chat, thank you. Check out ALP Pouch tweet about Tyler. Okay, just said it. Yeah, so that's where the term comes from, right? American soldiers who were throwing dogs off the cliffs, right? Because they were told, war and terror, war and terror, war and terror, right? Torturing, putting guns into the faces of civilians. What, a million civilians in Iraq were killed, all for false pretense. And they were like, whoops. Whoopsie, there were no weapons of mass destruction. Oops. Oops, I did it again. I did regime change for fun. I bombed the whole Middle East. I did it. Whoopsie. We used chemical weapons. We poisoned, like the American soldiers poisoned all these kids. The term they were using to call people of Iraq were goat fuckers. But it's not about Muslims. It comes from just the Arab people. So by that, like,
I'm a British streamer called Ch200 who got arrested in the UK for anti-Semitic word.
Okay, well, for you, people like Warner wouldn't be a goat fucker. He's Pakistani, not Arab. Sonny, Italian, not Arab. Me, Filipino, Haitian, white, Jewish, not Arab, not a goat fucker. The only goat fucker based off that terminology is Myron, and he's the one calling us goat fuckers. Second, you're going to walk around with the, oh, I'm based, Holocaust, cookie, like this stuff. And then you say you're Muslim. Muslims are spreading the truth. You run defense for them. You're protecting falsehood. He knows that he's saying, by being Muslim, everyone else is wrong. Everybody against this prayer is wrong because they don't have the truth. What the fuck is playing right now? Why is Mossad doing this to me? And he's protecting the falsehood instead of protecting what he's saying is the truth. La ilaha illallah. There's only one worthy of worship. That we worship the one creator. Muslims are guests here. We're guests here. We're good guests. We're good goy guests. Please send this money to Gaza. Is there a site that we can donate to? Yes, bro. SNEAKO.com. I've said it every single stream. Thank you for the 50. Please do this. Please. How about you do it? How about I keep that money and then you give the rest of it? Oh my God, it's going up so much. Bang. Oh!
You got deplatformed and dance for $30 good goy.
Yes! Yes! You're my good little non-goy. Look at you, Seed. We raised $86,000 so far. For the Lent Ramadan charity, the Love Speech charity is $86,000. Subhanallah. Oh, man.
Go search J200 arrested at football match.
Okay, can you shut up for 5 seconds? Oh! Happy Lent, happy Ramadan. $86,000, bro. We're almost at 100K in a week. And you can see the footage here. I'll show you guys for if you didn't know.
here in the kitchen preparing hot meals for the families and the cows. We wanted to send a huge thank you to brother SNEAKO for his general support for this project. Thank you, SNEAKO. يخلف عليكم SNEAKO كل عام وانتم بخير. إذا كنت في نعمة شكرا لكم على هذه الوجبة. المعاصي تزيل النعم. جزاكم الله خير.
86,000. Ramadan Kareem.
Thank you, SNEAKO.
Thank you, Love Speech. Love Speech community, love to see that, bro. Would you do a collab with Loda Block? Yeah, I'm down. Thank you so much, guys. Let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. Hell yeah, bro. SNEAKO.com. It's going to be open for all of Lent and Ramadan. All right. Okay, so let's go back to it. We have the State of the Union coming up. State of the Union real soon. Bang, bro. That made me so happy, bro. Let's go. Let's go. W's up in the chat for that. W's up in the chat. Yeah, let's go back to this. This brutal ratio the other day. Times Square prayer is retarded. This is like translation because Myron says he's Muslim. Prayer is retarded. The truth is retarded, according to Myron. Truth is retarded. Truth is retarded. I'm not one of those bad. I'm not one of those black, low IQ. I'm one of the good ones. Hey, whites, I'm one of the good guys. Please, please. This is so funny too. This is like, okay, so Myron tweeted this. This is AI. And so Myron legitimately posted an AI picture of him as a white guy pushing away Muslims. Did you really, is this him? This looks like him, right? Did Myron AI himself as a white dude? Bro. Muslims are crying over that. Oh my God. I'm not sorry. There's absolutely no reason for it. No, it's spreading the truth that you're saying is the truth, bro. Christians can't pray at the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Yeah, they can. Yeah, they can. Who's stopping Christians from praying in the Burj Khalifa? It's secular. You can pray at the Burj Khalifa. What are you talking about? There's nobody stopping that. This bratty entitlement and expectation of tolerance when Muslim nations would never reciprocate is peak hypocrisy. This is exactly why so many countries slam the door. Stop sabotaging. Pray in a mosque. Not all you disrespectful go fucking retards. Dot. The dot will come for you all, bro. The dot will come. Bro, Myron, you know, we go back. There's no hate. There's no hate. I like a lot of the stuff that Myron does and everything, you know. Been a friend for a while. But bro, posting an AI picture of yourself to try to get approval from people who also call you a goat fucker as a white dude is just like, I don't know, man. I don't know, like, if people yeah. Well, here's Lacey. What's Lacey's take on politics? Let's get the State of the Union's coming up. Oh, Lacey.
I don't know politics. Now, people try to make this a big black and white thing.
I think SNEAKO really wants to be a Shabbos goy.
Never.
Well, you're either this side or you're that side. I don't think that's the case, right? I truly don't. I know what I stand for and what I believe in, and what I believe in is that people should not hurt other.
Okay, people in the chat are saying I'm a fake. Like, bro, Myron is saying that the people that prayed in Times Square are retarded. Who was the person that people talked about the most, probably for the Times Square prayer? It was organized by SQ. Shout out to him. Warner was also there. Adam, Sonny, but it was me. Like, that was the major. I was.
Nigron Gaines thinks he's smarter than everyone else. A lot of his takes are really cringe.
Yeah, so he's talking about me. It's like, and I responded yesterday when he's saying goat fucker. Like, so what do you think they call you and your family? Like, It's so, and okay, so he's indirectly saying that. You guys are saying that it's betrayal for calling this out. It has nothing to do, like,
you are mixed and the only one secure in your identity. Nick and Myron are self-hating.
Yes, like, you could have disagreements with people. Like, when people are objectively wrong, you need to be able to correct them. You think I'm gonna, like, run cover and be like, yeah, it's kick all the Muslims out of Times Square? Like, no, dude, I'm there. I'm there. You think I'm gonna let people, they all need to be kicked out of Times Square? Then the next day, Jews are literally celebrating the coming of the Antichrist. They're celebrating the coming of the Antichrist. We want Mashiach now. They got the TVs everywhere, more police. Nobody talks about it, doesn't go viral. Because everything they say Muslims are doing, Jews are doing. So yeah, it's like, oh, you're like, no, of course I'm going to talk about this. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Anyway. What did Lacey say?
I know what I stand for and what I believe in. And what I believe in is that people should not hurt other people. And my beliefs, and I've said it multiple times on stream, I support Palestine. It's free Palestine. And it's fuck ICE.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, so you can't start off by saying you don't know about politics. Look, Lacey, come on, bro. You're just saying the popular Twitch opinions and you know it. It's fuck ICE and free Palestine. He knows that's current thing, current opinion, so he's just repeating it to try to get likes, try to get W's in the chat. Dude, you don't know what's going on. You just said in this clip you don't know what's going on. So then don't make this major stance on politics just because you know it's going to make you popular, bro. This is the grift here. It's fuck ICE and free Palestine. Like, you can't explain anything about either situation. Like, okay, don't start, I don't know about politics, and then make it a major political stance. Just stay in your lane. It's fine. You're a funny streamer. You're talented, Lacey.
Okay, it's that simple. That's what I believe in.
Yeah. When Mashiach comes, you will be my slave. I hope you understand that and just accept it.
When Jesus comes, all you Epstein defenders are going to suffer. When Jesus, the Messiah, comes back to punish everybody running cover for Epstein, ooh, you're going to cower. Oh, and when the hellfire imagine you touch a stove right now, your hand burns, right? Put a lighter to your hand, burns, right? Imagine that for eternity. Everybody's spreading falsehood right now, getting off on the ego about this, prioritizing fame and money. Ooh, just imagine the afterlife. This life is so temporary. And when Jesus comes to get retribution, and when all these people tied up with Epstein face Jesus, the Messiah. Come on. See, that's the thing. We don't live in fear like you people. We don't live in fear. We know this life is temporary. It's a short time. Could die tomorrow. Maybe I wouldn't have made it back from Philadelphia today. You never know when you're going to go. But, you know, the afterlife is eternal. This life is short. One thing is guaranteed in this life, even if you don't believe in God, is that you're going to die. You're not immortal, and we will all face Judgment Day. Everything you've done, you're all going to be held accountable for it. And when Jesus does return, when the Messiah comes, inshallah, I'll be able to witness that.
On that, and you don't like that, then you don't have to support that. But I will never sit there and understand how other people can wish death and threaten other people. I've had people threaten me, come to the house because they have different beliefs over a clip that...
Cook! Oh, he's saying because I saw it. So Lacey the other day, he said that he regretted voting for Trump because he just wanted to get an exhaust on his car or something. And so people are mad at him now. I don't know. I mean, okay, so it is what it is, Lacey. Oh, Lacey. So Nick had a bunch to say yesterday. Old Nick, old pal Nick. I just showed up. Trying to say happy Lent, hoping that you were able to give up chocolate or whatever you gave up.
Make $500.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Nobody knows who you are, dude. This rich Jew keeps TTSing, trying to get me to... bro, I'm not going to... You think... Look, do you guys see this TTSer? He's some rich Jew that thinks that I'm going to be a good goy and tap dance for him for $500. Do you think I want your shekels? Do you think I need your shekels? I'll go into my bank account and give $500 more to Gaza just to make you mad because I know it's going to make you seethe and burn. Like I don't care about your money. If you think that I can be bought by money, do you think that I would be doing this? Do you think I would have got banned everywhere? What do you think I'm here for? Do you think I care about shekels? Oh yeah. What did old Nick say?
Pino Hadians Muslims be like. Allow me to tell you why your country is not Christian and white and why I and my brown friends deserve to live here. Christian Albanians are white and George Washington was part Albanian if you didn't know.
That's crazy. Look, and I love SNEAKO and, you know, I don't mind that he's Muslim, but it's always this like...
I was watching this clip with Warner and he finds it so funny. Like, wait, I don't mind that he's Muslim. And Warner's just cracking up. He's like, this guy's like a stand-up comedian.
Like, he's always agitating. It's always got to be... It's never like, hey, I'm a Muslim over here. I'm doing my thing. It's always like, America was never Christian, and America's not white, and nothing's white, and nothing's...
No, I talk facts, Nick. John Adams, Treaty of Tripoli, 1797. America is not a Christian country. Founded by Freemasons. Let's talk facts. We're not going to rewrite everything. We're not going to change it up. Founding fathers specified this is not a Christian country, and we have freedom of religion. You think I'm not going to go hide away? If I want to pray in Times Square, I will. I will. And you know what? I'm going to put on a thobe, and I'm going to eat dates. I'm going to go sit in Times Square and eat a date. And it's going to be, and I'm going to wash 5 times a day. And you know what? I might even brush my teeth with a biswak before everybody else had toothbrushes. That's me.
Christian, it's like this ceaseless challenge against our identity. I'm not trying to start a fight, but it's always like...
Bro, Nick, love Nick. It's so funny because we go back and forth like this. We have so many disagreements, and we both always start by saying, we love Nick, you know, and he says, we love SNEAKO, and then it's like, But look, it's not an attack. Look, you were just the other day saying that Albanians aren't white, and saying that Slavs are monkeys, and saying that, a good portion of Europe are not even real white people, because they don't have an empire, and we was Romans.
Say Shea Roberts
we was Romans,
and I'll give you 1,000.
Bro, this dude, look at this guy. This guy put TTS up at $50. See if he keeps on going. You give me $1,000 to say this. I'm not tap dancing for you. I'm not Matt Walsh.
Look, you're here. You're in America. This is a white Christian country.
Nope, it's not. It's not. Sorry. Again, Treaty of Tripoli. Look at what John Adams said. I don't know. I'm not just going to go make stuff up based on Matt Walsh. I'm going to go believe in the founding fathers.
Well, but John Adams said, yeah, it's a secular government. It's a Christian nation.
You see how it changed? It's a Christian country. Now it's a Christian nation. The definitions keep changing. All right. I want to go by the founding fathers. I think that's the real patriot thing to do. I think that's the real American position, is follow what they said.
That'd be like going to Turkey and saying, well, it's a secular government. Okay, but it's a Muslim country of Turks.
Yeah, and you could pray. And even though it's predominantly Muslim, you could pray. You could practice other faiths there. That's the thing. And you know what's funny too? On the ride back from Philadelphia today, I was playing Quran in the cab. On the way there, I was a Muslim driver. On the way back, I was a Muslim driver. In America, funny. Cab drivers each way. One was white, one was black. And on the way back, I'm playing Quran. No, I was playing Nasheed. And the guy says, oh, you're Muslim? I didn't know. And he starts saying immediately, it was funny, I'm looking at my phone, seeing all this reaction. He says he's from Ghana. You know, his wife is back in Ghana too. He's practicing Ramadan. He asked me to make dua because I said I'm going to Mecca. And he says there's so many Africans that come to America and they stop praying. They stop fasting. In Ghana, they're Muslim. They come to America, they get jobs, and then they forget their faith. They try to become white Christians. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm like, yeah, I know so many people like that. You know, they want to fit in so bad and they want to be accepted that they leave their faith behind as soon as they step in this country. But don't try to gain approval from people. The only approval you should seek from is from God. Like, why am I going to go change my worldview and my positions for the approval of others in this place? Especially, there's freedom of religion here. And that's what the cab driver was saying. We have freedom of speech, freedom of religion. So he asked me to pray for him. Maybe you guys could say pray for him too. He wants to get a better job. He wants to be a truck driver, not a cab driver. I don't remember his name, but pray for the cab driver that I met. Make dua for him.
And that's why 100 years later, they're re-Islamizing it. That's okay. So it's this ceaseless hostility, chip on the shoulder, axe to grind. It's always attack.
Sounds like a victim position. Oh, it's nonstop. Oy vey. They're attacking. Oh, come on, Nick. We love Nick. We love Nick.
Attacking white identity. And, you know, I love SNEAKO, but I don't agree with that approach. And here's why. He wants to say, Goyim unite. We have to focus on the Jews. But then he's always attacking us.
Okay.
You notice that?
How am I attacking? When I talk facts, it's not an attack. When I post the Treaty of Tripoli, it's not an attack. I'm being factual. I don't know. I don't know why he's considering factual information as an attack, and it's not an attack. I'm saying Happy Lent. I'm saying I hope you gave up whatever you gave up. Are you guys practicing? I don't see you guys talk about Lent. When I talk about Ramadan, am I attacking your identity? No. I came to the stream, I said Happy Lent, man. I wish the best. If you're a Christian, you guys can say Christ is King in the chat right now. It's not an attack by giving out real information.
It's always America was never white, America was never Christian. They're in Times Square, which they shouldn't be.
Why? And here's the difference. I love Nick. Thanks for the $50. You said, can you do your best New York impression like sauce? You trying to get me to tap dance for you? Is that Nick, he loves the Looksmaxxing stuff. Me, Clav and Nick, we're all friends. We talk frequently, but they have more of an issue when you pray and you worship God. When you worship the Creator, they have an issue. They say this should not be allowed. But when Looksmaxxing, the whole thing is about looking the best so that you can be a degen in the clubs. Jester maxing in the clubs. That's the whole point of Looksmaxxing, is so that you can get attention from girls outside of wedlock. The whole purpose of the Looksmaxxing community is pushing sin. Let's be real. I like Clav. There's a lot of benefits from it, but that's the whole point. Is so you can get attention, so you can mog. So you can get attention from girls and make people feel bad by looking worse than you. That's the whole point. He has no issue with that. In fact, he loves it. He says it's white culture. It's white. Looksmaxxing is white culture. No issue. Loves it. But then people worship the Creator. People give up, like in Islam, we give up usury. We give up porn. We give up gambling. All stuff that Nick is like sex out of wedlock. We promote these things. All things that Nick also aligns with. The Looksmaxxing stuff, it's like, this doesn't, I don't even see how that overlaps with this worldview at all, besides the white excellence part. But other than that, it's like, it's all pushing degen stuff. You know, I'm not completely innocent of it. I've collabed with Clavicular a lot, have the ASU frat mogger on stream, you know. But that's what it is about. That's that agenda. That's that religion. They don't find that as an issue. They never talk about that as an issue. It's only an issue when you worship the Creator.
And then it's always an attack on the West and Westerners. And then you say, hey, man, you're a fucking First of all, you're American. Why are you with these towelheads? And you're like, oh, you're a towelhead? You're a fucking guest. And then they go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, it's one struggle, right? I don't know. Is it? Is it one struggle?
Yeah, no, I'm not a guest because I worship the Creator. I was born here. I have a passport. I have my birth certificate. This is my country. This is my country. You get like this rhetoric online. People can yap and talk about this. It's not going to change. This is my country. I can worship God if I want to. That's my right. I'm exercising freedom of speech, freedom of religion. This is the core tenets of being an American. I'm not a guest here. I'm not going to, I'm sorry for worshiping the one Creator alone. I'm sorry for, no. I'm going to do as I please in my country.
You are here as an allowance.
Nope.
This is not a Muslim country. There are no Muslim roots here at all.
Yeah, it's not a Christian country either. It's not, as we just specified.
How many of the signers of the Declaration were Muslim? How many of them
were Christian? Like, how many of them were Christian? Someone do a fact check on that. How many of them were Freemasons? Not only that, Nick's Catholic. Later on, the majority of them were Protestant. They weren't even Catholic. You're not even the faith of these people that...
Did Nick just compare the U.S., a country that emphasizes freedom, to Turkey? LOL.
Yeah, the comparison doesn't make sense, but...
People of the 13 colonies were Muslim. How many people that settled the frontier, built the factories, the railroads, how many of them were Muslim? Sparingly few.
How many were Catholic?
It's not in the DNA of this nation. So you are here as an allowance.
Yeah, also, it wasn't Italians either. Like, they came over from England. The Italians came over mostly at the turn of the century. Most of them came over in Ellis Island far after. They weren't even considered white at the time. They couldn't speak English. Italians were considered black people in America for the majority of its existence. Italians weren't considered white in this country. So what are you talking about? He claims that. I'm saying that. I know he's part Mexican, but he's been claiming in response to the Slavic people and the Eastern Europeans, I'm Italian. We was Romans. Yeah, these people were also not part of the foundation of America. From what he's talking about later on, turn of the century, yeah, but Founding Fathers, Declaration of Independence, zip.
It's basically an historical peculiarity. Honestly, it's because of the Jews. Why are you here? The Jews brought you here.
No, I was born here. I was born here. A Jew didn't bring me to America. I was born here, bro.
And because we are gracious, we're not militating against you. But take the victory. Fucking relax. I don't go to Saudi Arabia and say, hey, this isn't a Christian country. And as a matter of fact, I don't go to your neck of the woods. I'm not in Egypt. I'm not in Saudi Arabia. I'm not in Turkey.
But that's the thing. Islam is not bound by no nation. Islam has no nation. Islam has no race. That's the difference. Is that he's trying to make, this is a white, Islam is not Arab, Islam is not Indonesian, Islam is not African, it's not black, it's not brown, it's not white like the Bosnians. Islam is for humanity. Islam is not nationalistic. Islam is for us, people. Greater than any nation, any border, any skin color, Islam is for all.
Egypt isn't under the control of the Muslim Brotherhood. It still is an historically Muslim country with scholars and imams there, and it's kind of the cultural center of Islam. Okay, but it's a secular military junta. But no one would say it's not a Muslim Arab country at this point. And I don't go there and try to fuck with everybody and say, whoa, we all want to fight Israel, right?
And do you guys see the difference? Right, he's saying it's not a Muslim country, so you shouldn't be Muslim publicly. Well, it's also not a Looksmaxxing country, right? It's also not a mogging country, if you're going to follow that line of logic. Where's the criticism on that? Where's the criticism on the out of wedlock clubbing, Looksmaxxing the club? It's not that. You're not going to see the same emotion.
So I don't like that approach. You can't have it both ways. You either got to be a Muslim of discretion, or, it's going to be a triple threat match. And I don't want it to be, And it's got nothing to do with SNEAKO as a guy. SNEAKO's a good guy, good friend, but it's Ramadan, and it's like suddenly the cube turned on. These people all got activated. It's like, me and SNEAKO are getting along really well. And, I still do. There's no beef at all. But
same over here.
Ramadan started. What happened? These niggas aren't eating or drinking. The cube turned on. And now they're all activated. So now every day they're giving dawah. They're giving, keep the fucking dawah.
As your fellow Jew, I want to know if you bought silver stock yet.
This is the United States of America. Keep the dawah. Keep the fucking sticks that you brush your teeth with.
Yeah, they keep saying this thing too, imagine the smell. Do you know that Europe was universally known for stinking, for having the plague? Europe was wiped out because of their hygiene. What hygiene? Europe, there's so many reports of the rulers, the kings, the people in charge, which stunk so bad that they had to douse themselves in perfume because they weren't bathing properly. Right? The Islamic world was the first one to really understand plumbing properly, to really understand cleanliness. He said, you guys brush your teeth with a stick. Yeah, people were using the biswak, a natural toothbrush, before anybody else even had a toothbrush. Before you guys just had rotted teeth. That's why England is known for having rotted teeth, because they weren't brushing their teeth, bro. Well, we wash ourselves 5 times a day. But I know, the funny thing about this is Nick knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He's appealing to, and he won't say it because the narrative is that whites are high IQ and all this. But the reason that Kash Patel goes behind the hockey game and starts slamming beers, woo! And remember we're playing Fortnite and Nick's like, Alex Jones is right. Obama's a Muslim socialist. He knows that's all stupid rhetoric, but he's saying it anyway because it appeals to the Goyim Matt Walsh viewers. You can say stupid populist stuff like that, like, oh, Brown's this, and he's leaning into it because he knows that's going to get him all riled up. He knows better than this, but he's doing it on purpose, right? He even agrees with my take about dogs. But when Russell Brand starts saying, the dogs, Nick's like, yeah, sleeping in bed with your dog is gross. Keep him outside. That's my take. That's the Islamic take. You can have a pet dog, keep him outside, keep him as a guard dog. Just making out with it, like Laura Loomer, licking it.
Hey, man, when you go to the UK, you should collab with Dilly Hussein and
I'm going to link up with him. I just texted him.
Do Top G.
He has the same take, but when he sees that I'm getting pushback for it, he'll lean it to the other side just because he knows it's a populist movement. Because although they're push the narrative of whites are high IQ and everything like that, the perfect example of how easy it is to grift that community is Netanyahu going on the Nelk guys,
I love Goyim,
the Nelk podcast.
Especially upper middle class white Christians.
Thank you. Okay, dude, shut up now. Put TTS on $100. They don't stop. Regulated? Why is it regulated? King Burger, McDonald's. They say it's so high IQ, then you click on a Los Pollo stream and he's like betting, he's slamming bets on Prize Picks. Dude! Traffic, dude! My Prize Picks and my sports betting! Dude, Muslims are terrorists, dude! Slam a Prize Pick bit! Yeah, Muslims are terrorists and brown! Prize Picks! McDonald's! Hockey! Super Bowl! Yeah! Shotgun and beer! Shotgun and beers! America's Christian! Shotgun and beer, dude! That populist movement of whiteness! Football! Nick hates football. He hates all the goy stuff but when it's convenient, he knows it. Look at his face right now. He knows. He knows what he's doing. And that's why it's so funny that he leans into that stuff. Is because he's so much smarter than that, but it's strategic. Thanks for the $50. You said, these people claim to speak the truth, but still cower behind the real truth. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Thank you, bro. Assalamu alaikum. Continuing on. This is so funny. He kept on going.
You know, aren't you supposed to be on your Hajj right now? Like, for crying, you want to go over there and do it?
Yeah, okay, well, the Christian Hajj, Charlie Kirk met Erica Kirk on his Christian Hajj in Israel. I mean, look, also Hajj is in June, so he knows what he's saying. He's just being purposely, he's good at mixing rhetoric with humor.
NJF is right about everything. Sent $20. Sonny is always ankle biting you anytime you debunk Islam. This race trader isn't smart enough to make something of himself, so has to grift sub 90 at Browns. You're 100% correct that you lose your white card if you convert to Islam. I hope he's got a couple of.
You're such a good goy, LMAO. I could do this all day.
Me too. It's so crazy to see a guy brainwashed like that. You're Italian. You're from.
Guy gave $100 to say that. Holy moly, bro! You know how many Gazan kids you're feeding with this?
New Jersey, and you're doing this cube thing. You're dressed up in the garb. What the fuck is he?
Yeah, the same garb that Jesus, peace be upon him, wore. A thobe, sandals, same thing. Also, does Nick know how Jesus prayed? This is going to be rage bait to Christians because a lot of them don't like this, but read the Bible. You know how Jesus prayed? He put his head to the floor. He fasted too. He's like, oh, Ramadan, skipping lunch. Nick, do you know who fasted? Jesus Christ. Peace be upon him. He also didn't eat pork. Yeah, why don't you just have a piece of bacon? Well, you say you're a follower of Jesus. Jesus didn't eat bacon. Jesus was fasting, and Jesus put his head on the floor and prayed the way we do to the Father.
Even that. And you do lose your white card. If you're getting colonized and conquered by Arabs like that.
That's exactly what happened to Nick, bro. Romans were pagan before Jesus. Romans believed in all these Roman gods, Greek gods, Dionysus, this stuff. And then they got conquered by Jesus. Where was he from? Oh, Galilee, modern day Palestine. By that logic, you got conquered by the same people you're claiming that Sonny got conquered by. From the people of the same place. If you want to stay true to your race so much, then go worship the pagan Roman gods. Go pray to Zeus.
Forget it. Forget it. That's like coal burning. That is the spiritual equivalent of burning the coal, you know? And I have the same reaction to that. Imagine you come home like in Goodfellas when he comes home with the suit. Mom, look, but he's wearing a
Oh my gosh, you look like a gangster. Dun-dun-dun.
Thobe. Mom, look.
That's very funny.
You look like a fucking gangster. I guess why is she Jewish? That's not a Jewish was.
No, she was Irish. The mom was Irish in that movie. Nick's funny, bro.
Yeah, it's the same.
No, we really do love Nick. I'm not even just saying that because like sometimes people are like, "Oh, he disses everything," and then says we love. I really got love for the guy, bro, and I do think it's reciprocated.
It's the same story. I don't like it. You're dead to me. As a white man.
Yes, we love Nick. Don't say we ? We love Nick. Love speech rides with Nick. Pause.
You've lost your white card. You want to go and fuck around with packies and mud slimes?
After only 39 cents, $20.
Sorry.
Got my AF hoodie.
All right. There's another one.
Hey, thanks. I know that. Thank
SNEAKO
you.
sent $20. Happy Lent, brothers.
Hey, what's up? Happy Ramadan. Ramadan Mubarak.
This is when I was sitting in the Philly office to get my passport, starving, thirsty, super tired. I have to wait 6 hours. They're like, "Hey, go to the coffee shop where you can wait." I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm fasting."
Jesus
and then I open up my
didn't bother
phone.
the queue.
Ramadan Mubarak.
Goobadoo, yabadoo. And that's on cue, brother. Happy Ramadan.
Someone in TTS said Jesus didn't pray the Quba. Well, Abraham, that was the first place of worship. Even before Muhammad, peace be upon him, was alive. That was the first place of worship for Abraham. Look that up.
I'm sorry, that's so rude. But you know what it is? This
Nick
is what they
Fuentes
do.
is
They pretend
gay,
to be
and all
nice,
religions
then they-
gay people are liable to death. He's not celibate gay.
Oh my God, bro. The $100, I thought it would slow down, but people really just want to have their stupid opinions. Like,
and trash your religion for 3 hours. Happy Lent. By the way, America was never Christian. What? No, but hey, happy Ramadan. Ramadan. Moobadoo. To you too, brother. Fuck yeah. Yeah, Ramadan. Otherwise known as skipping lunch.
he knows, like, that's the thing. He knows what he's saying is stupid. That's why I like him, because, like, he knows what he's doing. He's appealing to that, like, dude, prize picks, dude, for football, while also not being a part of any of that goy activity that, like, the people that watches, America, dude, regulated, dude, it's King Burger, dude. He knows that it's way, because he would not fast. Like, if you think it's easy, bro, try it. But they're not going to try it. They say they follow Jesus. You know what's also funny is that, why this gets silly? You see the other day, when I tweeted Jesus was a brown Palestinian man, peace be upon him, he's like, Jesus Christ is God. Nick says, Jesus Christ is Christian. Okay, there's a lot of Nick fans in the chat. Okay, hold on a second. Nick says, Jesus Christ is a Christian. Did he wear a cross? Did Jesus wear a crucifix? Did Jesus follow, like a Christian means follower of Christ, right? Was Jesus following himself in a circle? Was Jesus just like, was following himself? I'm a follower of Christ. I'm a follower of Christ. I'm like, what? How could he be a Christian? What? Did he do the sign of the cross? That isn't, how could he follow himself? Anyway.
Otherwise known as big ass breakfast, big ass dinner. But it's actually really hard not to eat lunch today. Like, dude, I do that every day, bro. Coffee, look it up.
M325.
Cap. Also, you can't have coffee. I mean, look, I would put out a challenge and be like, okay, try to fast from 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day for a month while getting in your 5 daily prayers. And I don't even think, I think if he did it for one day, like he's notoriously on Nicker people time. He's always late for his show. Can you imagine him trying to do it for one day? One day. You wake up at 5.
I want to convert Kanye West to Judaism. I believe he accepted the Torah in a previous life.
This rich Jew is just like, do something else with your time. It's how much money have you given the stream? Imagine him trying to do it, waking up at 5, no water, no coffee, no food until 6 p.m. Just for one day. We do it all month long, right? And then if I respond and talk about Lent, because Lent, it's very similar to Ramadan in a way. It's a month and it's a time of sacrifice. But I grew up Catholic. What do you give up? Let's be real. It's not, you're attacking whites. No, okay. Catholicism, for Lent, you give up something like chocolate. That's what we did. That's what we learned in CCD. Give up chocolate for Lent. It's like, okay, I barely even eat chocolate outside of Halloween everywhere. This is a cakewalk. This is easy. This is easy. And even if you have chocolate, like, it's fine. And then like Friday, you can't have meat for dinner. It's like, it's nothing in comparison. In comparison to the difficulty, I'm not saying nothing in terms of the importance or whatever. But have you seen people talk about Lent? Have you seen people, yeah, some of the celebrities will like paint a cross on their forehead and then get on a stream. But other than that, like it's not taken the same way. And I think that's why a lot of people get upset and say it's skipping lunch, because they see how seriously we take this, how important the month of Ramadan is. And they see like, it puts up a mirror to them and what they're doing. Yeah, like giving up chocolate for a week is, yeah, you know, and then celebrating at the end by doing, and if I respond and be like, okay, you're making fun of the fact that we pray and that, you know, we wash ourselves before we pray. What is the Easter Bunny about? What is that about? That's coming up. That's when the Lent Ramadan charity is going to end. Easter celebration is when you put a bunch of eggs around in the backyard, and then the kids go look around like good goyim. Oh, gold in the... It's just training kids to be goy slaves, right? That's going to make people upset. But like, listen, what does the bunny have to do with Jesus? What does the bunny have to do with Jesus? Why are kids looking around for little chocolate in the backyard like gremlins? What does that have to do with Jesus? What does this have to do with his life? Bunnies? Chocolate? What are we doing? Bunny? There's an echo, my fault. What does a bunny have to do with Jesus? Yeah, you're doing this weird thing. Why are you putting on a though? Why are you putting on sandals? Nigga, why are you looking for bunny eggs for Jesus? Why?
Kanye will be named Casriel, which means crown in Hebrew, and he'll be Casriel, king of Gaza.
All right, someone has to do a money counter on this Jew. This is crazy.
No, but I'm just, wow. Hey, no, we love you, SNEAKO. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Happy Ramadan.
N325 Dindin sent $20.
Love Nick. Blah, blah, blah. Is there more? He keeps going. He keeps going.
Cry for attention.
Muslim Albanians are retarded sent $35. Hey, Nick. Catholic Albanian here. You can call us whatever race you want, except Slavs, and I will still love and support you. Also, don't engage with those stupid ones who've been showing up on Twitter lately. God bless you.
Yeah, I mean, these like Slavic Muslim Turks are idiots, okay? And you know, the ASU frame mogger, he goes, well, you're Mexican. It's like, bro, if you weren't white, you would look black, bro. You look like an
So now he's white? I thought he wasn't white. But...
albino towel head. And your parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, they probably come from Turkey. They probably come from Central Asia. He goes, we're not Slavs. So sorry. My mistake. Because that was an insult to Slavs. You're a fucking Turk, dude. You look at this guy.
Okay, again, it's like, why is SNEAKO attacking whites? What is this? Like, you're saying, SNEAKO wants the Goyim to unite, then what is this here? You're a monkey, Turk, Slav, Bosnian, Albanian, like...
He's like, I'm whiter than him. It's like, yeah, you have fair
skin.
Savage
Rose
you look
for the 12th
albino. Your ancestors were fucking riders, dude. They were Cossacks. They're fucking Turkmen, bro.
YouTube, I'm going to cut you guys over because I think he's going to start doing slurs. We got the State of the Union at 9. YouTube, come on over right now. Banger stream so far. See a lot of you guys in here. I appreciate the super chats and everything. Coming over to Kick. It's here in the chat. Kick.com/SNEAKO. I'll type it right now because I don't trust my mods. Maybe they're praying or brushing their teeth right now.
You and Kanye are my favorite Goyim. Also, I met Andrew Tate once. He invited me on his boat.
Okay, dude.
And you're Muslim, and you bow to a cube. And you bow to a cube. All those gains, all that looks